Hey everybody, it's Adisu from OFA headquarters in Washington. I just wanted to give you an update on where we are with respect to health insurance reform here on Capitol Hill. The Senate is currently finishing up its debate on health reform and is going to pass the Patient Protection and Affordable Care Act with your help before Christmas here, and then we have a few steps left to go. I wanted to go into a little more depth about what those are. The House passed its version of health reform on November 7th, and now the House and the Senate are going to have to go into what's called a conference committee, negotiate a single piece of legislation that's then sent back to the House and back to the Senate after the new year for a final vote before it goes to the President's desk. Now, we don't know exactly what that's going to look like, but what we do know is this. These bills would extend health care coverage to 31 million Americans and make insurance more stable and more secure for people who already have insurance. It would provide $850 billion over the next decade to help Americans access quality and affordable insurance of their own. It would put an end to some of the insurance industry's worst and most abusive practices, like denying coverage to those who have pre-existing conditions. It would strengthen the financial health of Medicare, ensuring and extending the life of that program for generations, and it would significantly reduce the national deficit and ultimately bend the cost curve down for families, businesses, and government. We have a long way to go, but as you've seen, we've made it really far, and now we need you to stay active. So as you go home with your families this holiday season, tell them a little more about what this bill's actually going to do, what it's actually going to do for them, what it's actually going to do for their employer, what it's actually going to do for their families as well as your own. And then come back in the new year. We're going to have to talk to our members of Congress, both on the House and the Senate side, and let them know that we're behind them, and we thank them for getting us this far, and we need them to get us across the finish line. So that's where we are, and that's where we're going. I want you all to have a happy holidays, and hopefully we're going to be delivering the gift of health insurance reform to this country this holiday season.